Many of us have heard of baseball's great players such as Babe Ruth, Ty Cobb, and Jackie Robinson. Most players are remembered for how they played, but Jackie Robinson is remembered for how he changed the game of baseball. Because of him, we are not surprised to see African Americans and Latinos on TV playing baseball. Everyone that has either played or watched the game of baseball has heard of Jackie Robinson. I've grown up playing baseball all my life, and I've heard all about him. Jackie Robinson made a memorable impact on the game of baseball and equal rights. Today I'll discuss how his interesting background, his contributions to the game of baseball, and how he's an inspiration to others. Jackie Robinson was chosen to integrate baseball because of his interesting past. His background really prepared for his historic future. We know that our past influences who we've become today because of people like him. He was born in Cairo, Georgia in 1919, and after his father left, his mother moved him and his family to Pasadena, California, to a white neighborhood that was predominantly white neighborhood, and he faced racism there. He attended UCLA and was known for his athletic ability and his hot temper. He would get very mad about segregation and other problems like that, and he lettered in 4 sports, even though baseball was his weaker sport. After Pearl Harbor, he was drafted into the Army, and he was a second lieutenant, but he was court-martialed because he wouldn't move from the back of a segregated bus. He was acquitted and eventually discharged a few months later. After that, he advocated for black soldiers' rights. In 1945, he became a shortstop for the Kansas City Monarchs in the Negro League. In 1946, the president of the Brooklyn Dodgers branch, Rickey, signed Jackie Robinson, and he intended to integrate baseball, and he planned for that. On April 15th, 1947, he became the first African American to play in the Major League Baseball, and he played first base. In an article by Larry Schwartz, written in 2005 called "Jackie Changed the Face of Sports," he quotes Robert Lipsett and Pete Levine in Idols of the Game as saying, "It was the most eagerly anticipated debut in the annals of the national pastime, and it represented both the dream and the fear of equal opportunity that would change forever the complexion of the game and the attitudes of Americans." In 1947, he won Rookie of the Year after a rough year of criticism, and in 1949, he won Most Valuable Player. In 1962, he became the first African American to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. His number 42 was retired in 1972, and in 1997, his number was the first number to ever be retired by all teams. Every April 15th is known as Jackie Robinson Day. Jackie Robinson helped integrate baseball, and he made many contributions to the sport. Many people today are impacted by all of his contributions. In an article by Larry Schwartz, Jackie Robinson is quoted as saying, "A life is not important except in the impact it has on other lives." Jackie Robinson broke down the color barrier and paved the way for many future black players like Willie Mays, Hank Aaron, Barry Bonds, and Ken Griffey. In 1956, he retired, and 13 out of the 16 teams had integrated squads, and today the league is fully integrated. He made many contributions that influenced baseball as seen today. All of his accomplishments are an inspiration to everybody. We should all be inspired and continue his legacy. Jackie Robinson was an inspiration to all races and really made everybody believe that all things are possible. He changed the thinking and convinced everybody that blacks deserve equality in baseball and other things in life. In an article by Peter Dreyer in January 31st, written in January 31st, 2019, called "Jackie Robinson, A Legacy of Activism," he says, His actions on and off the diamond helped pave the way for America to confront its racial hypocrisy. The dignity with which Robinson handled his encounters with racism among fellow players and fans drew public attention to the issue, stirred the consciences of many white Americans, and gave Black Americans a tremendous boost of pride and self-confidence. Today, we continue to work for equality in all aspects. In an article by David McMahon and Sarah Burns, written in April 11th, 2016, called Why Jackie Robinson's Legacy Matters Today, they encourage us to celebrate his outspokenness even when misguided, and let his life serve as a reminder that stamping out racism and injustice is a full-time job that requires constant vigilance and unyielding activism. He is known as an American icon because of what he stood for. Jackie Robinson's impact on baseball had an amazing impact on baseball and society. I've discussed his remarkable background, all of his contributions to the game, and how his accomplishments inspire all of us. He changed the game and changed the culture of the game completely. Today, his number 42 is a symbol of the American dream of equality.